Good morning or good evening YouTube, I'm back here with another video, and this time it's going to be the new limited hero that we have for this summer called Amphetrite, something like that, right? I'm just going to call her Amph for very ease of use here. Now this video here will be a hero build. It's going to be a hero build guide, so like the basic information about how you should build this new limited hero. I know I'm a few days late from this release here, but the banner is still 14 days long, right? Or we have 12 days or something. So I guess it's okay. Now, I'm assuming if you're watching this video, you have already gotten her, either by pulling her now while she was current in the meta banner, or maybe you are watching this video a year from now and she has just had her rerun, or maybe you purchased her or something like that, right? So what you want to know is that this hero here is actually very hard to build. She needs a lot of stats to actually function very well, and that is what I'm going to show you right now in this video here. First of all, you can see here my build is pretty decent stats, I think, for maybe a beginner account or medium account, mid-tier account, right? Definitely not endgame stats yet, but that's because we don't have any breakthrough on her, we don't have exclusive, echo, aura, or blessings, so she'll get a lot of attack from these stats here. So with these stats here, we can just test her, or we can at least pretend that this is a mid-game build, I guess, and not end-game, right? So I'm probably going to test her at exclusive 0 at least with these stats. But in this video, we concentrate on just showing you how to build her. So first of all, she is hard to build, but very easy at the same time. What you want to have is attack, and you also want to have crit damage. Then you also want to have speed as your third stat. Now you're probably thinking, well, why would I not want a crit rate? Well, if you're early game or mid game and don't have access to great gear, then the good thing for you is that the S4 here actually has a 100% crit chance built in. This means that you can never not crit, basically, and you don't really need the crit rate then for the S4, and the S4 definitely is the one that does a lot of damage. It is her huge nuke, right? It also ignores damage immunities and a shield bot, and that's a bot. The S2, on the other hand, it needs crit rate, and she's actually going to do a lot of S2 for free when she pursues an attack, or when she does her thing, and she's gonna spam this S2 actually. So that is why I feel like it's very important to also get crit rate, right? Because the thing is, if you don't crit, then the crit damage is irrelevant, because it's only working if you crit. So I'm assuming you want to have 100% crit. That's what I built her for, and that is what my recommendation would be for you guys. Is she's a direct damage dealer, and only one of her 2 active skills has 100% crit. So I would advise you to build her with crit rate, okay? So attack, crit rate to 100%, crit damage, and that's it. Now, if you have better gear, better stats, whatever, you can start trying to get some skill damage. Try to get skill damage and direct damage. Those 2 stats are also very, very good. Now, the sets that you are going to use, there are some sets that you can use. In the beginning here, you are going to be using the Slay set. This is the Slay set. It's going to give you crit damage and crit rate, okay? Try to get pieces with speed substats or attack substat, right? Like this here, for example, are pretty decent boots actually. If this was early game, you could maybe take these to Mythic or something like that. And these items here would be pretty good, right? So once you've done with that set, I would advise you to go for the Devour set. I think it's okay and easy to get at this time, and we get it for free as well in some events and stuff like that. So I think the Devour set is now more available than before, so you can go with something like Devour set. So definitely take the Devour set and do that, right? That is the good set also. If you are really struggling for crit damage or whatever, you can also go with the fast killing set, but I think Devour set is actually easier and more available than the other set, right? And then the best set at the moment is the what's it called? Swift Blade set here. This is the new set and it's the best set for direct damage dealer. And why is that? That is because the items here, they can actually roll some substats that the other older item sets cannot roll. For example, let me show you my ring here. This is my ring, right? So the ring rolled into skill damage. No other sets in the game can do that other than the Swift Blade and the Wind Blade set, whatever it's called. And those two other, like these four down here, right? This one, this one, this one, this one. So that is why this set is extra good, is because you can actually get skill damage on it and you can get direct damage on it. I'm going to show you here. So direct damage, skill damage, dot damage, whatever. You can get that on substats, which means those useless defense, flat defense or flat HP or whatever, those stats can be swapped with some better useful stat like skill rate, right? So I think that is very, very nice. And definitely the best set, right? So that's the gear. And then I think for breakthrough, definitely she can get to 200. She is a very good hero and a new limited hero. I would put her at 200. I'm gonna do that later after this video, right? Exclusive, you should go for exclusive 3, definitely, from what I've seen. She actually doesn't become very good before exclusive 3. Obviously, I haven't tested it myself yet, otherwise she would have been exclusive 3 in this video. But we will test it. I have the copies now for it, so I can test her at exclusive 3. And then later on, we'll do exclusive 4 and 5, because exclusive 5 is actually 20% crit damage, which is pretty good also. For Arcane Gem, you can go with the new gem here, this Crimson Blade gem. Try to get it at 3-star or more, so that she gets the double turn. Or you can also go with a Crimson Glint. Something like this here, I think. Not the Crimson Glint, the Glory. The Glory thing here, where is it? This one here. Glory of Judgment, you can go with that and try to get some direct damage, crit damage and extra turn here. Also decent, but you need it max, okay? You need an exclusive 5 hero and then 10 copies of that gem to use it. For the Echo, she has her own Echo, obviously, which is... well, it's a decent Echo. It's not game breaking or anything crazy. It's just gonna give her direct damage here. She's gonna get some skill damage and she's gonna get some crit damage. Actually very balanced and nothing too broken, okay? She doesn't give anything to allies, only to herself. She gets 60% crit damage and what's that? 36% skill damage and 21% direct damage. And that's it. So it's nice to have, but it's just extra damage for her, right? For the aura, definitely go with the versatility aura here. This one is the best for her. It's going to give you 45% skill damage when she is at full health, and if she starts taking some damage, she's going to take less damage, so that's very good for PvP. Another one that you could use would be this one here, but she already has around a 100% piercing rate built in from her passive. It stacks very fast, so you don't really need this piercing thing. And after that, there's just going to be a boss layer, right? And basically boss layer with some arena defense built in, so it's pretty expensive. But I do have a lot of rune 19 though, but still I would not recommend going for that. So versatility is my number 1. You could also go with advanced hit aura if you don't have these expensive runes like the number 11. You can go with advanced hit aura just to get the attack. The affected is useless on her, she doesn't need it. And worst case scenario, you should just go with a boss slayer. It's very easy to build, very cheap to build, and well, that's it, right? Now, for whatever reason, I would not recommend it purple or blue auras on her. She's a limited hero, you want to have the best stuff on her. So just give her the boss slayer or the versatility, preferably if you can get that. And then we're off to the blessings here. Now I did not give her any blessings yet, but I can show you what to do. In the first slot you want to put double speed, so speed, and then in the middle slot you can choose between attack rate, crit damage or skill damage. Personally, I'm gonna wait and see which kind of stat I feel like I need. If it's attack, I'm gonna give her attack blessing. If it's crit damage, I'm gonna give her crit damage. In the last slot, I would go with something like tenacity. I think tenacity is the best for her, so she takes less damage against other direct damage. But you can also put some other stuff like damage reflect, heal effect, or any of these, well, damage immunities basically. It doesn't really matter, right? I mean, something like this one here could be interesting on her, so she reflects some damage when she takes some damage. I think that could be very strong. I actually didn't even know I had that one, so that is an interesting one. Right, for the emblems here and the final piece of her build, we're gonna go with these emblems here. Now, this row here, doesn't matter which one you take. You can take any of these, none of them works for her. She's not healing, she's not shielding, and she's not needing any affected. So you can just take any of these as you want. Now, also, she's immune to turn meter reduction, so you don't need this one here. She has a passive. As long as she has the most attack in the team, she's immune to turn meter reduction, right? So you don't want to have to take this one. So you can pick between these, and well, only this one works for her. And then in the last slot down here, I think maybe this one, you can get 15 more speed. I opted in for this one here. It's just a 30% chance to remove one layer of a debuff that's not a CC. So it could be something like attack down or whatever. And then she has a chance to remove that. And I think that is better than the other options. Alright guys, I think that's it then. Pretty short video this time, which is nice. And I'm gonna do some exclusive 0, 1, 2, and 3 video, and you can see how she performs on all of those. And we will also boost her up as much as possible with the stats, so we can see her maximum potential. Have a nice day, guys. I hope your summoning session went well and you got a lot of copies of her. Otherwise, have a nice day. Cheers. Bye.